Right now, I am honored to bring in somebody from Make-A-Wish. I'm going to introduce Ian Wright, who is the lead manager for Make-A-Wish for both their gaming and live stream fundraising. So please welcome Ian Wright. Ian, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well, Pete. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. We have been working with Make a Wish through Podathon for this is the fourth year we've done it, and we have been just overwhelmed by the positivity and the contributions of the Star Wars fan base. But Ian, maybe tell us a little bit about why it's important to donate, and maybe tell us a little bit about what events like this mean for Make a Wish.
Yeah. So first and foremost, before I even get started, I want to give you a genuine thank you, right, to you, to the Star Wars community, to all these podcasters and listeners who have supported us over the past 4 years. It makes a tremendous difference, and I'm here to talk about that. We do have pretty good brand recognition. I will fully admit that. But there, every once in a while, there are people who haven't heard about Make a Wish, and so this is an opportunity for you to educate people on Make a Wish. And then it also gives people ideally an easy way to donate and support our mission, right? Where it puts us front and center and they say, "Oh, I've heard of Make-A-Wish. What a great organization. I love what they do." Or I've learned from Pete and the group about what Make-A-Wish is and I want to support that. And instead of them having to write a check and put it in the mail or them to have to Google and find a website, right? You've provided a link that goes directly to our website that allows them to put their dollars directly into our bank account. So no third party involved. You guys don't take the money and then give us the money, right? It goes directly from your listeners to
Hmm.
us. We did a survey a few years ago, and 9 out of 10 doctors came to the conclusion that a wish directly correlates and gives children and the recipients a strength to fight and continue and help them with their. It's a genuine momentum moving forward thing for them to help during their
Hmm.
treatment of their critical illness.
Wow.
I wish that wishes were free. But they're not. They're absolutely 1,000,000% not. They depending on the wish, they can cost a large amount of money. And I know people say, "Oh, okay, well, I can only I fundraise and I only fundraised $50. I only fundraised $20. I only fundraised $100." Great, genuinely, that is awesome. Um, it takes a lot to make so many wishes happen. And so even if you only, I hate saying only, you only raised $100, and you say, okay, well, what can $100 do? What can $1,000 do? Right? If we're talking about flying kids places, or we're building them brand new gaming PCs, or they're getting a room
Hmm.
makeover, or they're getting a full wardrobe, wardrobe makeover. My One of my favorite examples is any sporting event. We have so many sporting event wishes. We have Super Bowl wishes. We have NBA All Stars, NBA Finals wishes.
Right.
Right now, the Stanley Cup playoffs are going on.
Hmm.
We have kids who want to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs and the Stanley Cup finals.
Wow.
If their team is playing in those finals, we're not just going to take them and give them a ticket and drop them in the seat. It doesn't work that
Right.
way, right? We're going to make sure they're outfitted. They're going to have a hat. They're going to have a jersey. They're going to have, a puck, a stick. We're going to get them as many things possible. And so the $20 that you donate, right, or the $20 that you fundraise, that's a hat.
Hmm.
That's a Carolina Hurricanes hat, right? I'm saying the Hurricanes. I live in North Carolina, so I got to show some hometown love, right? But that's a Hurricanes hat. That's an Islanders hat. That's whatever team they're cheering
Right.
for, that's the hat for them for that specific part of their wish. So you might say, great, they had to fly across the country, and that wish costs $5,000 for them and their family to fly across the country and stay at a hotel and go to the game and all that.
Hmm.
What does my $20 do? Your $20 bought not only a hat for the game, but a lifetime souvenir
Right.
for them to have and say, this is the hat I wore when I went to my wish 10, 20, 30 years ago, right? So the dollars that people donate can make a huge impact, even if it doesn't feel like it's going to make a huge
Right.
impact.
That's great. That's great. I think that's a really good point to bring up, because I think a lot of people think, well, $10, $20, I want to give, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure
but
that
what does that
what am
really
I
do?
doing? Right.
But one of my favorite wishes I've ever seen was a 3-year old boy, and his wish was, "I want a green bicycle."
Hmm.
That's it. That's the whole wish.
Hmm,
I want a green bicycle. But to him, that was the ultimate thing he could have was a green bicycle.
hmm.
And shockingly, I don't need to tell the listeners at home, it doesn't cost a lot of money to get a green
Right,
bicycle. And so we know we'll make the wish as special as possible, make sure that he has extra things around. It's not just a green bicycle and it's done. But at the end of the day, a green bicycle doesn't cost
right.
$7,500.
If that gives that kid enough strength to fight to the next step, then then I mean, there's no way to measure the dollar impact of that. So that's an absolutely beautiful thing. You have an opportunity to talk to hundreds of people who are watching today. What is one thing that you want them to know about being involved in Podathon and donating to Make a Wish?
Yeah, that's it's incredibly easy. It's my favorite and least favorite statistics at the same time. Um, so on average, our organization grants a wish for a child every 33 minutes. My favorite statistic.
Hmm,
I love it. My least favorite statistic is that a child is diagnosed and becomes Make a Wish eligible with a critical illness every 20
hmm,
minutes. So for every wish we grant, there are two more waiting. And so every single dollar that you and your listeners raise, you donate and you raise for our organization, um, it goes towards granting those wishes that are waiting. So it's my favorite and least favorite because it shows how hard we work and how efficient our organization is at granting the wishes of those children. But it also shows the insurmountable odds that we're up against, and that yeah, your support is constantly needed. It's not going to change, unfortunately.
this it's a story you'd never want to hear in your own life, and if you have that opportunity to help somebody else, I know that many of the people who are part of our Star Wars community have been Wish kids. In fact, one of our lead shows, Tarkin's Top Shelf, Mark Suter, who is their
Great
co-host,
name.
he's a Wish kid, and he will never forget it, and it changed his life. And um, but Ian, I want to just thank you and Make a Wish for everything that you do and for helping get involved with this so that we can help you. And we're so excited about the numbers that we're going to hit today. We're watching that bar go up on the left side or the right side of the screen all day. We want to blow through that $7,500 and make as many wishes come true as possible. Ian, thank you so much, and thank you and your organization for everything you do, changing kids' lives every single day.
Thank you. Yeah, we it's a genuine honor and privilege to be able to do it, and we cannot do it without your support.